Hello again for stopping by Craps Hawaii. This video was requested by one of my viewers. His name is Chaz Huckmester. Huckmester. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct, Chaz. He's from Aruba, in the Dutch Caribbean, I guess. So he's been watching the video and he made some comments and then asked me if I could do him a favor and shoot a video showing two players, which would be player one on this side and player two in the back, both starting with a $200 bankroll. The difference would be that player one, which I'll have in the front here, is gonna take two hits. First hit, he's gonna press. Second hit, he's gonna take all his bets down. He wants to say the second player in the back row here take at least 3 to 4 hits, maybe 5 hits, and press each hit that he gets. Don't take anything back till he gets his 4 hits, 5 hits, and then take everything down. And then he wants to see what the difference in totals are at the end of the roll. He didn't tell me what system to play, and because of a $200 bankroll, I'm just gonna play 22 inside. I don't know what the table is gonna be doing. If the table is bad, maybe the bankrolls wouldn't last if I was playing 66 or 44 inside. It really doesn't matter because both people are playing the same system and playing the same numbers that are being rolled, so everything should stay equal. These two players, apparently they're not throwing the dice. Okay, they're just outside players, regular players betting. I'm just going to be throwing the dice. I'm not a shooter also, so there will be no pass line bet or don't pass bar bets, just normal playing. And to speed things up, if the back player, player number 2, does get his 4 hits and he's going to take himself down, I'm going to end the roll right there. I'm not going to keep rolling till a 7 come or a point come, because it's just going to take too long and the video is just going to get longer and longer. So I don't want the video to become boring, so I am going to just cut the roll right there and come out with a new roll. Okay, so the one thing about this is that I want Chaz to know, and the rest of my viewers to know, that no matter what the outcome is, it all depends on how the table is rolling. You know, maybe the player one with 2 hits and down will do better than the player who's pressing and then taking 4 hits because the dice is not rolling long time. Or it could go the other way and this player one is taking 2 hits and down and missing out all the numbers that are keep being thrown, and player 2 is still collecting. So at any time, you know, I just want you to know that what you're going to see right now is whatever the table is doing at this time. But at any time in real life in Vegas or wherever you're going to go gamble, that it all depends on what the table is doing at that time. So, you know, that day, that hour that you play, whatever it is, that's going to determine how the dice is rolling and how you're going to be making money. Other than that, let's get started. Maybe a roll for 25-30 minutes. Also going to be marking the numbers so that I know how many points were hit and when I can down the bets. Okay, so let's get started. Looking for a point. Also going to be working on a come out, and however you want to play it, you don't have to work on a come out if you don't want to, but I'll be working on a come out, and it's going to be the same for both players because both players are going to be working on a come out. But you don't have to when you play this system. That's up to you. That's just personal preference. Okay, let's look for a point coming out working. So 8's the point. So because we're working, Player 1 collects $7, but pressing it up once to 12. Same thing on the back with player number 2. So that's 1 point. So player number 1 still looking for one more hit. And there it is, 9. So player number 2 gets paid another $7 and down. So player number 1 took his money and down on his second hit. Player number 2 will be pressing and looking for at least 2 more numbers before he can down. 7 out. So in this case, player 1 did better because the dice didn't roll a lot. So player number 2 gets caught pressing and loses. So player number 2 is in his tray to look for more money to put out. Player number 1 has money, so they don't have to dip into his tray, his bankroll. Okay, coming out. 3, crap, no points. 10.10. 9. 0.9. Player number 1 presses. Player number 2 presses. 8. Player number 2 takes his $7 win and down. Player number 2 presses up 1 unit. 6. So player number 2 collects and presses 1 unit. 4. 4. Back-to-back 4s. 5. Okay, so player number 2 collects $7, takes the win and down. But that was the 4th hit. Okay, I'm just gonna roll maybe 2 more times just to even out the dice before I come back out with a new roller, like I said I would. 7 out anyway, so good move. Okay, so placing our bets back out. Okay, looking for a new point. 4. 10. So that's 2 points rolled that we couldn't collect yet. 9. player number 1, press. Player number 2, press. $11. 7 out. Player number 2 and 1 gets caught. Both players gets caught. Too many numbers thrown that couldn't be collected. Okay, coming back out. 7 out, working. Both sides down. Taking $22 from player number 1, giving to the house. I don't have to lay it back out. Taking $22 from player number 2, doing the same thing. Coming out. 8.8. Number 1 gets pressed. Number 2 gets pressed. That's 1 hit. 4. 10. See that this table is not giving us numbers that we can collect, and then it shows the 7 out. So right now both players are getting hurt. And it's just like that. If the table is bad, it's bad. That's what's going to happen. And if you could at least get even 2 points, at least player number 1 would be ahead of the game, and player number 2, who would have to be pressing, would get caught. Okay, coming out, hopefully the table will change. 5. So 0.5. First hit. Both players collect. Player 1, press. Player 2, press. So looking for some points, or a 5. 4 doesn't help. 10 doesn't help, and that's what happens sometimes. Like I said, the dice just isn't with you, and it becomes hard to win. 9.9. So that makes player number 2 safe, because that was 2 hits, and player number 1 safe, so that was 2 hits for player number 1, and they're down. While player number 2 is still pressing. The way the dice are going now, I don't know, player number 2 might not get any good rolls. So player number 2 gets 15 for 1, and player number 2 cannot put his chips. He got to press, because that's what Chas wanted. Okay, so I took 15 for 1, so I'm going to press the 5 and the 9. He didn't say I have to keep pressing the same point, so I can do that. So that was 3 hits. 10. This is not helping player number 2 because he's out here on a bad roll dice. Dice not doing really well. Throwing points that cannot collect. That's no help to player number 2. 9. That's a good help. So player number 2 collects $21 for 15. But that's the first hit. And so player number 2 is down. Roll 2 more numbers before I start a new roll. 11. 4. Okay, so we're gonna start a new roll, and hopefully the dice will roll well and we can make some points. So maybe some of you feel like, you know, I had a comment that I am throwing, they would like to see me throw from further back, and I have tried that, but the results has also been the same. You know, 0.7 out or numbers, the same results that I get by throwing here. And I'd rather throw here because I wouldn't have to keep walking to go get the dice back and forth, then come here and make the payments. So it was just a comment, and everybody has the right to make their comments, and I'm okay with that. I just want to explain why I'm, you know, throwing from here. Okay, looking for a point. 5. So 0.5. Player 1 collects. Player 2 collects. Seven out. So both people get hurt. And 1 point thrown. Both players get hurt. And it's like I said, when the table is bad, it's bad. Nothing you can do about it. That's gambling. I mean, that's reality. It's gonna happen at times, so nothing you can do except play smarter, be more cautious. Play more money management. You know, that's things that you can do to try and protect your money. Coloring up some chips. Okay, coming out. 7. Lose already. So player number 2 is giving $22, taking 25, getting some change. Give 25, get back $3. Player number 1, gotta give $22. Okay, coming out. 6. 7 out. Well, it's not looking good for both sides. And that's what can happen when the table is bad. No matter you press, if you cannot, if player 1 cannot even collect, then player 2 sure enough is not going to collect and escape with some money. Okay, setting up. Hopefully the dice will change. Coming out. 6 hard. Okay. Pressing 1 unit, player 1. Pressing 1 unit, player 2. So player 1 is off. All bets down. Player 2 is pressing. Has no choice but has to stay. Five. Pressing. 3. Eight. Well, it's paid $7. Fourth hit and down. A couple rolls just to even out the dice. 5, 10. Okay, so we're gonna call it coming out again. And when Chaz, my viewer anyway, who asked me to shoot this video, wanted me to make this video on player 1, player 2 and this system just to see who would win. I told him I don't know if I could do it before I leave because I'm going on vacation in 3 days, but I decided I'll try to put it out before I leave, so that's why I'm doing it today. 4 hard. 8. So 8 gets pressed 1 by player 1. Player 2 presses. Press it. Seven out. Both players get caught again. When the table's this bad, both players will get caught. coming out. 5. All players press. 1 hit. 9. Both players press. But that's the second hit, so player 1 taking their money down. Player 2 is looking for at least 2 more numbers. 4. 6. It's page 7. Presses 1. That's the 3rd point. 6 right back. So this time gets paid 15 for 1. And he's going down. Let's color in some chips. 15. Okay, 2 more rolls just to satisfy the dice. That was another number that player 2 could have won, and it would have 7 out if it stayed there any longer. Okay, coming out. Got maybe another 5-10 minutes to roll. 7 out. Both sides loses. On a roll like this, because both sides loses, it's hard to say which way is better. Which taking 2 hits and down or staying longer, because both sides are not able to stay consistent. Both players are struggling. 11. Doesn't really matter whether, you might say, well, you're playing them on the come out and maybe you wouldn't have cut the 7 and so you wouldn't be out. But then there has how many times I threw a number that we collected the first time, didn't get away the second time. So maybe if we weren't working and then the 7 came out, we wouldn't have even collected once. But we're just pressing and we're not taking it, so it really doesn't make too much difference. Okay, 0.6. Player 1 pressing 1 press. Player 2 pressing first press. Four. 7 out. It's a really, really bad table. If I was really playing in a casino, I would have changed tables a long time ago. But we're not at the casino, so we're stuck with only this table. Get some change. Okay, coming out. Aces. Aces. Well, table's really bad. See, 2 aces in a row. 6. Player 1 presses. Player 2 presses. 9. Second point. Player 1 is down after the second hit. And like I said, you know, it depends on how the table is doing. You know, player 1, the points are 6. Yeah, so player 1, if the table is only rolling 3-4 rolls and he can collect 2 numbers, then he'll do better. But if the table is hitting a lot and hitting a lot of numbers and he's sitting on the side, then you know he wouldn't be doing as well. So it all depends on the table, like I said, and what's happening, you know. Third hit. But there were times player 1 took their money and player 2 got caught holding the bag. 6. 16 pays 15 for 1. And sometimes player 2 gets to collect a couple more times than player 1. Okay, so 6 was the point. Okay, maybe 2 more hands and that's it. I'll total up the money. Okay, coming out. 9. Player 1 press. Player 2 press. 4. 5. Okay, player 2 collects. Player 1 collects. Player 2 collects. But player 1 escapes now. Takes the money and run. Playing a short game. While now player number 2 is waiting for 2 more hits. 10. 9. He gets paid 15 for one. And I guess I'm gonna press him up. Press the 5 to 20. Pay $1. And that was number 2 hit. And that was the point. So he's got to write out the come out on this next hand. So only player 2 is in the game working on a come out. 8. Oh, he escapes. 8 pays $7. 8 would have been the point, and that would have been point collection. So player number 2 escapes. Okay, last hand. Last hand. Last chance for romance. And we're going to total it up after this hand. Okay, working on a come out. 5. First hit 5. Player 1 and player 2 gets paid. One hit. 12. 11. Well, don't look like numbers we can collect. And 7 out. And that was why. The numbers that we couldn't collect. So 7 out. End of the roll. Both players lost. And let's total up what we got. Let me color up the chips first for player number 2. Make it easier for us to count. There's 15. Put 10 more. Take a quarter. And how much we got here? I think I got almost 100 here. Yep. So 4 green. And let's see what we got for player 1. $10, $15, $20. Take a red and get a quarter. Another quarter. Okay, so it looks like I don't know what his dollar was. Give it to that player, I guess. So player 1 has 75, 85, $86 left from the $200. Player number 2, who was pressing twice, 175, $83. So even though player 2 got hit several times because he had to press, well, player 1 took the money and got out. In fact, in the beginning, player 1 looked like it was way ahead of player number 2. But in the end, even though both sides took a loss, player 1 ended up losing more than player 2, who was pressing at least up to 4 times. So I guess you can see, Chaz, I hope that's what you wanted to see. My other viewers, hopefully you saw what you might as well say that, you know, you saw something that works or it doesn't work. You know, at least you have a little bit more knowledge. So anyway, Chaz, thanks for requesting the video, and I shot it before I'm leaving. I won't be seeing you, my viewers, for a little while, because I'll be in Vegas. Won't be back till the 5th of August, and hopefully I'll have some luck. But I'll be trying all different systems up there because I wanted to see it live. If I lose some money, that's fine. I just want to get some information on betting live with a lot of rollers and in a live situation where I can change tables and play a different system. So anyway, until then, I won't be seeing you until August 1st, but thank you very much for viewing my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Those of you who have not subscribed, please subscribe. It's free. If any of you want some shirts, as you can see, I have some. Just email me and I'll get them sent out to you. Until we meet again, stay alive.